Well, welcome to my empty office. Well, what a strange place to record a video, but I'm doing this a bit for myself. I wanted to talk today about retirement and, more importantly, monumental life change. So our building is completely empty. We shut down our company a couple of weeks ago, and we've spent the last couple of weeks packing and moving furniture, breaking down cubicles. This area here where I'm standing was filled with employees, talking to our customers, talking to our sales reps. My father founded this company back in 1987, and I've worked for him since 1996. But when I leave the building today, I'll be locking the doors and in a way saying goodbye to a huge slice of my life. I mean, I think there were times where I spent more time here with our employees than I spent at home, and I think many of you can relate to that. So part of the give and take, the good and the bad with retirement, is that we feel like we're giving up so much of our normal. Did we all know it was coming? Oh, obviously. You know, gosh, I started thinking about it when I was in my late 50s. Like, how many more years is the company going to make it? What am I going to do afterwards? But my employees, many of them, have worked for this company for over 20, 25 years. We also had employees that worked for us for 30 years. And this kitchen doesn't have anything in it any longer. Not the people, not the dining table, to tell you what great memories were made here. And wherever you have worked, wherever you volunteered, maybe you were raising your children and now they're gone. But the day comes when what you've been thinking about and what you may have been painting a pretty picture of is all of a sudden on your doorstep, and you have to deal with that feeling of loss. I miss the employees. This was a family business, and we told our employees a year ago that we would be closing in 2024. And it was perfect timing for everyone. It was good timing for the company. It was great timing for the employees because most of them were ready to retire. And so we let them be part of the decision, but not everybody has that luxury. Sometimes the rug gets pulled out from underneath you. You know, I feel like I'm walking away from so many incredible memories that were made here. When we moved into this building, this is our second building. Our first building we sold, moved here as our needs changed, and we didn't need quite as much space. But I worked with my dad right next to me in this office for many, many years. And I know that feeling when he retired. And he wasn't there on Monday morning for me to rush in, grab a cup of coffee, and say, okay, Dad, let's talk about Game of Thrones. Actually, this is my little spot here, and I have a desk, or I used to have a desk, and then this little table. And I actually sit at this little table because I like to look outside. We have donkeys outside, and I can also see the train when it goes by, gosh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day. But I spent hours in my dad's office talking about Game of Thrones. We both are crazy Game of Thrones fanatics, and so we would come in on Monday morning and talk about what had happened. And I guess my point is that when you spend a long time anywhere, when you spend a long time with certain people, with a certain company, with a certain organization, you have memories that will last a lifetime, but those people and those places are no longer part of your life. I mean, for how many years have I gotten in my car and literally put it on autopilot and driven to work and parked in almost the same spot? It's been my life since 1996. And while we have some other businesses that will go on, this was our baby. This was my dad's baby. I was so lucky to come and work with my dad, not only for the business opportunity, but because of the relationship opportunity. We moved a lot when I was young. I've shared that before. And then I went off to college, and then I went off and worked in the hospitality industry for 14 years and worked far away from where my parents lived. So when we made the decision to come here to Texas to join the family business and to work with my dad every single day, it transformed our relationship, right? Not only on a business level, but more importantly, on a personal level. Huge change feels like this huge empty space. I mean, it really is the perfect place to have this conversation because it's scary. Everything is gone. It's empty. You feel like you're starting all over. It's interesting. I listened to a podcast. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately on kind of maneuvering through this next stage of my life. And what I really took from it is to really hold close those memories and those great relationships and those great experiences. And many of those relationships, are not going to be in your life anymore. They ran their course, they had their season. But it can really give you some peace of mind when you look back at all of your accomplishments and all of the wonderful memories, the things that happened in this building, the birthday parties, the bridal showers, the wedding, wedding showers, baby showers. We had every kind of shower imaginable. We would decorate like it was nobody's business for Halloween. You couldn't even recognize half of the employees. We celebrated my dad's birthdays up until, I think he retired about 85. So many years of so many special memories. And I think it's a good time for reflection. And I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a break. I don't expect anything of myself right now. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to be anywhere or do anything. Just because I have free time doesn't mean I'm available. I get to be available for myself. And I realize that what we accomplished here since 1987 is something no one can ever take away from me. And what you've accomplished in your life, what you've done, what was important to you that you accomplished, no one can ever take that away from you. But give yourself some time to really marinate in what your experience was, what got you to where you are today. Go back and remember all the good and carry it forward. There's still so much time ahead, so many opportunities, but you aren't in a rush. You don't have to be anywhere at 8 o'clock to clock in or 9 o'clock. You get to figure out what you want next. So today I say farewell, walking out these doors for the last time. Walking out with two sweet little border collies, hang on girls, that I never would have had in my life if we hadn't have built this office out here. We actually found them out on the highway out front, and they've been a blessing. So I'm gonna put that on my list of incredible opportunities that were given to me because of this business and the wonderful people that I met, the wonderful things that I did, and the people that I got to know along the way. Well, thanks for stopping by the channel. I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope you'll take a moment and subscribe and take some time to breathe. There's no rush. Your what next will come. It just needs to be something that's special and something that speaks to you. Take care. Bye-bye.